Welcome back, everybody. My name's Trace, and joining me today will be Moses. You might know him as Little Momo. I know him as Jason. You can call him whatever you want, really. He's nice little punching bag of a guy. Jason, what's up?
You're such an idiot. Oh, you're a complete moron. Virtus Pro, G2, both of them starting in an 0-2 hole and never being able to fully recover and climb out of it. Complexity is standing in a brand new player.
Oh, yeah.
And a brand new coach.
And shocking the world. Brand new GM, all that. They got all the fixings, and they got them all at one time. It's like one of the better baked potatoes you could have, Jason.
Yeah, bacon bits, cheese, everything.
The sour cream.
Shout out to Bardoff for the food metaphors.
Yeah, straight up.
All
the, shout out
all the sour cream, all the cheese.
Shout out to whoever even just thought of that being a good idea.
Baked potato is a magical piece of food.
Cooked potato.
Twice baked potato is twice as good as well.
Say it with me. Potato. Okay.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
There we go, Jason. Thank you so much for being a boomer alongside of me.
I am a big fan of potatoes, but isn't it boil them, mash them, stick them in a bowl, not stick them in a steamer, Little Momo?
Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings? Because you'd be heavily incorrect.
Complexity still has a chance to go first if they defeat OG and Force loses against Sinners. In the event where Force wins their game, we would have a three-way tie, and it would either come down to map difference between tied teams or overall map difference in the group. In a three-way tie, Complexity winning 2-0 would guarantee them a top spot, while OG would move down to third. But if Complexity drops a map and wins 2-1, then OG would keep the top spot, and Complexity would remain in third place.
So it's complicated, boys.
Hey, guys, looking pretty tall today, I must admit. Are you doing a Jason Kaplan impression?
Yeah, look, Jason Kaplan's not here. We thought we would let the viewers have their height advantage individuals.
Hi, everybody. Jason Kaplan here. Great to have you back for ESL Pro League Season 14.
Complexity has come back in a huge way. S-Tag looks like he's getting comfortable. Poison's having a phenomenal event. NATO Safix is slowly having a little bit more impact for this team, but it is, as Chad said, all about Blame F and how he's taken a lot of the entry roles for his team. These are going to be the vetoes. This is OG's veto. This is going to be Complexity's veto right there. So that's basically going to be the pool that we're working with. And in my mind, I'm looking at Nuke has to be the pick for Complexity. OG, you can take this anywhere, but Complexity, based off these stats, and again, it's not all with this lineup that they're playing with, but pretty proficient on what's left. So I think there's kind of a sneaky situation here in this map veto where OG might actually be a disadvantage, even with being the more experienced team. I think the honest question is going to be, does Complexity want to eventually go down the road and potentially leave Ancient for that third map?
A lot of holes in the map pool for both sides. Vertigo Inferno out, as Jason sort of forecasted, Mirage being the first map. Let's just go ahead and hone on that right now, because if Mirage is first, Nuke is second, that one can't be feeling too good for the OG camp in the Nuke department.
No, that's the thing. That Nuke one is going to be real intimidating. So OG's probably going into Mirage feeling like not a must-win, but I mean that's a map I think they're going to really need to take. Otherwise, they're going to be facing an uphill battle going into the second map.
Whoever's on my side does not have their headphone volume on. Now, OG are into B. It's already transpired. NATO Safix with a passive hold, and he greets them with 2 out of the gates. Now, that does make things uncomfortable for OG. Yes, you've got the sight. You're going to struggle to keep your numbers up. Valda's pushing for the S-Tag frag, and he should have it eventually. Low HP, S-Tag needs that one bang to the dome. Valda trying to level the odds, and he's gone down as well. No plant either. Alexi, I thought that was down.
Find a few headshots here if he even wants to get the C4 planted. JKS offers himself up, and he greets him with a bullet.
Given the circumstances, they're obviously just grateful to be in the top 3 and can't believe that all that hard work is translated into a W. Hold on, question marks about the W into the second round conversion. NATO again under pressure. He thrived with a double last time, and again, this time, it's Nico that thrives. Pulls across the line with the double and flames his Deeg, the first bullet that leaves. Who do we appreciate? Ave.
Yeah, there you go. Get that M4. Get that one in your hands there, boys. You can like that a little bit more, and, well, if they let you go, you can head over towards JKS, who has the Famous over in Palace right now, and, well, they're trying to cut him off. Look at Alexi B. He's going to move on. Got to wriggle on. JKS will buy him a little bit of extra time, a little bit of extra space. Maybe one of the reasons that OG would have picked this. Obviously, they feel comfortable on Mirage.
Blame on the scout, and that nade looks destined for success. A lot of bodies congregating in mid is a bit too shy of the mark, and 3 to pop out of this smoke. They're pushing ramp to counter this. Nico could get a lot done here. They go 1 for 1. Pressure now onto Poison. Does well to the first. Stares down, and it does look like Force by Wars will wage on. Valda very low, hiding in the smoke. Poison, any of these stray bullets could find the mark, and Mantu remains in mid for now. No rush. Valda, patience prevails, and all of a sudden, Oh, and he has, but it's onto the healthy Mantu. Everybody tagged now. 18 points of health. Valder loses his, and now just Mantu trying to bait the shot. Blame does not stutter. A lot of very early and util free mid control. They just kind of walked up. Alexi's already there, and wow, Nico's no longer.
A little nade as well. Valder's ears ringing. Oh, not Valder. Nato, he's about to be in a lot of trouble here.
He certainly is, yeah. Just cowering, flashed off with an MP9. His teammate's losing vision, and he's running out of time. Caught on the strafe. Does stand
how does he get
strong.
that?
Yeah, I can't believe he's actually pulled that off. And Blanker's good for one as well. Nato with another. Oh, he's going to be feeling real fly after that one. They've come knocking on his door again, and he's 2 out of 3 good for it. That does make things a little interesting. The one bullet headshot of the Deagle was promising, but Poison just whittles away nice and quick. Oh, they're going to run through that. Nato gets the info early and starts popping some heads. Does well for the second, the third as well. Go on! The Deagle doesn't quite come out quick enough. Yeah, they've been looking for answers everywhere.
Oh, the AWP head-to-head.
Yeah, they might just run on this. Why not? You're not normally expecting that pick to come so quickly. B site is open for business. And if Esatag, if he goes down here, it's going to really condemn his squad to the all-out save.
What the plan is here, because if NATO's able to lock the door behind them, and they could have taken Nico out. Now, they have to deal with him if they want to hold on to their guns, but this is the OG second.
There you go. So you take down Nico, you force a full buy out of him. I reckon Nato could be good for one if he sticks around.
Woo! Complexity going forward.
Whoa, that was lovely. Smooth and fluid set of circumstance for Poison. He's going to have to track the wide swing, but also be falling off, and that's lovely. Again, brilliantly played by Poison. I think he spotted the bomb as well, so that's a boatload of info as well as 2 opening frags.
They need to be careful, though. They don't want to over-rotate just yet. There's still over a minute on the clock. If the bomb's picked up, which it will be, they don't have to commit to this, but OG are pretty stuck in their ways.
Well, that is an ambitious one from Poison, and he's only going to go another whole Poison. He'll finish it off with style. 4 of the 5.
The fact that he's been able to consistently pull off that little jump is giving him this angle to work with. And here's Flames.
Flames has been looking very scary in the OG games. He's just got a real comfortable connection with his crosshair and his mouse. Nato, so many players on his plate. A hard transfer, unable to convert.
And Complexity have to stomach another save. 5-3.
Blame could gracefully get a fast flank through short, perhaps, if his strafe's up to the snuff. And now here it comes. Flames is into the site ahead of the pack a little bit. Esatag and Nato not able to find the pair of frags required. That's the movement I was talking about. It's put Blame on the board. From behind, he looks to strike. Poison in the windows. I'm not sure how much they're looking for here. Alexi tucked in tight. And already Valder deters Blame's short presence. That might be enough to lock the doors for Poison and JKS. A flash, they cross over, and that was it for Poison. Head-to-head with Nico, just outgunned.
Yeah, they know JKS has crossed here, and I wonder if he'll have a look in. Time a bit of an issue. We'll have to get a move on if he wants to win this one. Out the window he goes. Found another. JKS, just one more to find. Alexi B. Say his name, and he appears.
But yeah, I don't even know if it's just 24. Maybe it's more. That's Mantu. Straight out of the gate onto Blame, and I think Poison's in trouble. Yeah, that's 2 in the feed. Flames yet to frag, but he's right there alongside for the ride with Alexi. They're charging through mid. Why is there so much pace here? It could get a bit messy, and it has. Esatag, 1.5. He lives on. Nade is no issue.
Oh, this nade. This could be juicy.
Nato. That looks promising.
Oh,
and re-smoke as well. Huge chunk out of OG. This is shaping up to be very, very dangerous.
They know it's B.
The combination of the smoke and the flank from JKS leaves OG really on a knife's edge here. The spray as it fades. Oh, they're losing so many players. They're just getting poked and prodded. Nato to finish the job. And it just leaves one man, Mantu. He started this round, but it's JKS that will finish it. That's a big conversion from Cole. And again, similar routine. Nato looking for the info, gets a lot. Tucking in, Esatag the first contact and chipping away at the Danes. Those pistols start to connect some bullets, and then, yep, that's the first. If they can find Esatag, that bomb isn't going to go down anytime soon. Rotates in, Blame and Poison are here, and just call this one quits. OG, they'll take a frag.
Yeah, I think they're happy to get anything out of this one. I'm just surprised to see such a conservative approach. NATO and ESLCS are starting a little bit of a mission up towards these B apartments. Flashed in early info. This is going to be called quick.
Ooh, and a big conversion for Blame.
He can pop his head up late. He can go for a fast flank as well if they start calling lots of presence. But that smoke towards short is going to negate the push. And there's an AWP head-to-head as they will siphon straight up through that connector. Blame strikes again. Cops a nade for his troubles, though.
I'm dialing Secret Agent Savage. I need it now. He is tucked in. They're looking at Palace, but have they considered ramp? That's where Nico came from. That's not where his crosshair is going to be lying. And down goes Nico, tucked in tight by JKS. And looking good. Not going to see too much out of this round from OG. Once again, they're throwing bodies, this time to mid. Bit of a mix-up, bit of a variation. Blame's dead. And so is...
Wobbling now.
ESLCS getting a little wobbly.
Less wobbly now. Like Jello, right? You can push it around, but it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you could run on Jello?
I don't think so.
You know, you can run on custard. I feel like OG have got a great deal of space very early into this one. This could catch them off guard, and it has. NATO responding to apps, but ESLCS, a bit of a presence alone. You can hear the steps above him. He's got an awful lot to do. He's about to be pushed on. He does take another with him. Hoping and hunting for Nico. It's a matter of time before Alexi clears him. Oh, and just as he pulls the trigger, Alexi strikes. It's down to Juzzy. Probably shouldn't be calling him that as a commentator. I apologize, Chad. You've corrupted my brain.
Sorry, everyone. This is a hard clear as well here for Blame. Not even looking the right way whatsoever. Absolute freebie. JKS, we've already seen him go for 1-1v3. Will he push the issue for another? They have enough money to spread this buy out. JKS can drop an AWP. Poison can drop a rifle for NATO. Or are they?
Yeah, it did look like they were initially quite ready for that. Oh my God, what's going on here?
I don't know. I don't know what the cancel was. And they have a lot of util to pull off and execute. Now this Suffix on his own, and wow, ESLCS feels like he's on his own. Will get traded eventually. Blame gets the kill, but I would just go B. You know that ESLCS dead.
Yeah, NATO drops that smoke you were talking about. It will enable him to play some more fruity positions. One's already out the window. Good peek onto the Mantu AWP. But OG are in. A gap, though, that will enable Valda. Oh, a perfect little gap for Valda. Looks like 6 for OG. A chance, though, hinging on JKS and Poison. Make it just JKS. And no real time for this one. So solid half out of both. Cold probably not complaining either. OG happy to close the gap.
As they're going to push the power over towards A, and we saw Flames do something naughty over towards the A bomb site yesterday from a different position, mind you. And jungle control taken, gooshed on up. Yeah, not going to be easy for Alexi B now.
NATO needs to finish his meal. It's Nico hiding him, playing the angle, rotting the clock. Any second that passes now does favor complexity with the bomb down, but it's Poison taking so many different bullets from so many different players.
How's this happening?
Yeah, and ESLCS done nothing with his first contact. Nothing for Blame either. This one is done. A flawless retake, I guess.
Utility is prioritized, right? So, yeah, that's one of the reasons. You're just going to be stepping out dry into
good gamers.
Yeah, so problems now and bigger problems felt as the Galils are falling one by one. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
JKS gets one, but I don't think they're getting many more here. Valda is going to trade out another. The bomb, if planted, would be brilliant, but NATO presents himself to Mantu, and he doesn't miss those. Right, and then your second round, as we know as how strange it is. I'm just surprised. I guess a lot of people don't want to concede the pistol by not buying armor.
When it's considered a coin toss as it stands.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's strange. I guess they think that maybe they can... Oh, Jesus. Getting ripped away there. Flames up the ladder. We see a head get torn off. And now we're tied up 9-9.
Of his utility kit, and he's in fact completely exhausted his funds. So it's actually a great find from Blame. Wow, perfect timing. Mantu, just as he was trying to elope out of that mid-fight. I don't know if that sound tick's been reacted to by Alexi. He will address the advance of Blame. All right. Would love the wallbang triple. Poison's planting relatively safe unless NATO doesn't bodyguard.
Oh, wow, that nade could be good.
Him.
Oh.
What? What?
Hit the lip of the box.
Oh, I got trapped on the top. Hard done by there. And now it's time for the retake. AWP shots being evaded for now. OG's retakes, though, they often just seem to fall into place. And again, 2 bodies have been dropped, and JKS is playing 1v3 at that point. NATO to come up huge. Good luck, mate.
I don't know where he
is coming in, and they've found him. No issues for Flames. OG, see the 138 at the high end. That's from Flames.
Oh, the push. Look at this. Nico just taking the ball by the horns right there and flicks around for a second. That came from nowhere, and that's going to leave Complexity spiraling.
You can see just quickly, quite alert and aware. Nico on the jiggle could go down. He's been caught out, and a bit of a mess of the sprays from both of them. Nico, 25 bullets, upgrades to S-Attack's AK, and will use it to good effect.
Oh, they're looking Palace. I think JKS is still doing the lurk. He's able to get one out of his mystery location. Flash towards connector, under window presence garnered. And jumping up quickly is Blame F. Alexi B willing to respond to that one more time. And here's Nico and that AUG. It's been great over towards middle. They're getting a bit of space, but it's almost like they're just playing into what OG want. Like, oh, okay, there you go. There's some space that's been converted.
JKS, yes, onto Nico. Long range.
Not the headshot, felt like it.
Yeah, the tagged up Nico just finished off by a very nice shot, long range, but Blame's the one that really has a lot of power in his position here because he's locked down this rotate. Unless Mantu can relieve all this pressure with a good AWP shot, Blame gets more. And it does leave a bit of an isolated Flames. He's been very solid so far in his A defense, but he is about to be tested in a bigger way than previously seen. Valda's on his way. The cavalry's slow and quiet. Here they come, looking for a safe clear of Sandwich. The movement's good out of S-Attack. You can see how much it was hard to track with the crosshair. Valda has stopped that bomb from going down immediately, and instead JKS...
He's aware.
Calls upon it. He's cleared him.
Clear.
And Valda's so hyper aware. He could adjust as well. 8 HP, but he lives on. Head-to-head with Blame F. Trying to reposition. Blame wins it.
A few second delay. Smokes are flying in the sky now. JKS ready to release the molly, and here we go.
All right then, Flames first contact. Mantu going to be smoked off. Firing off a pot shot, it connects. And so does this second. He's taken down 2. Mantu blind through the smoke and the wall. Just keeps unloading bullets, and it's a problem for Complexity. They're into the site now. It's a battle for stairs and aggressive. Should see the trade from Poison at least, and good taps out of JKS as well. I think he caught a glimpse. He knows where they are, and that's sharp from Savage. Valda to come up clutch. He could do this. No, you're right. They were 1 second shy.
And Complexity have noted those sound cues now, so a bit skittish. Flame, oh, isolated a fight here. Had a real opportunity to win that one. We'll have to tuck back now, and a leg shot's in play. Look at this from Poison. He wants a crack.
Yeah, 2 lovely wall bangs on 2 very different sides of CT. Good tracking out of Poison, very nice. And you can see the panicked reaction of OG. This is a big congregation of players. This could be chaos. He's already seen the barrel. He knows there's an AWP close. They're tucked in, both of them stacked up. This could get messy, very messy. Poison can't hit the shot. NATO can. And Essa tag with at least one of the 2 required. Seems to peter out into a 1v2. Detached from the pack is Blame, and they'll be looking for your flank now. They'll be considering it. Blame doesn't pause.
Oh, the timing!
Just as he looks away.
How has he done that?
Mantu averts his gaze, and it results in a 1v1. Blame wants a weapon. He's got 2 guns, and he's also got a Desert Eagle.
Smoke. That's a bait smoke right there. It's going to lure him in.
Yeah, he's walking straight ahead of it. He's considered it. He's clearing it, and he will knock Nico's head off his shoulders. Ooh, this could get awkward if he... couldn't quite find that first headshot. And so Cole have full mid control. I say that as Nico strafes out and...
Not afraid.
Yeah, very brave. It does result in his death. Flames quite the flank. He's pulled that one out of nowhere.
Clears up the ramp here, drawing attention, and bullets whistle past the head and eventually land. More damage done. Yeah,
I believe that. It's very gentleman. There's also a lot of etiquette. Interesting. Double push. JKS would be hard-pressed to do more than that.
Apply this much pressure, but an important round here because Complexity don't have a bank, and they're quickly going up towards the B split.
Okay, looking a bit flustered here. The boost is nice. I like this. A nice variation that could result in Poison being set up. Mantu's ready for the repeat, though. That saved weapon is in the right site, and a big contribution from Poison might lean Complexity, or Blame at least, to start investigating this A site. Good positioning. Takes down Alexi. Blame again from this window position has been a nuisance.
Then caught a little bit of movement there, and walking into the crosshair. What's going on? Valda's low.
It's very winnable.
They've giving one up for free. It's going to be Volder with the deagle through spawn. Mantu, he's not going to be able to help.
Yeah, Valder's got no time to react. Attack very quick on the draw, and going for the quick one. Mantu got a good read of the situation. Poison went into peak as it blooms. And that sealed his doom. One-on-one, elevated though, it's Attack, good positioning. And it does enable a 13th on the board for Complexity, close.
This is all just a ruse here to slow them down, but it's a two-man underpass push now.
I imagine that's a component of why Valder was showing so much face there. He's hoping that will slow them down on their apps walk and buy time for Nico. And Alexi B, a very quick flank to silence them four to strike at least the first, but they won't be ready for more. Valder from one side, Nico from the other, and BlameF just feels so much pressure right now. JKS even smoked off. He can't leave, they're locked in. Mantu's at least caught the NATO walk-up, but this is OG's round. They have outbooked Complexity.
Well, Blame's still alive here, and he has 50 seconds. Now that he's found Nico, JKS can join him on the other side of that smoke. The bomb is down towards the B apartment. And Volder, he doesn't wince. He takes another fight. He takes the head. Does he want to have a go here? The loss bonus, it's 1,400 in the next round of play. I feel like we've already seen this, haven't we?
Yeah, it's very familiar.
It's just chew on the other foot type stuff.
And there's one player working on that flank. A good peek again from Valder. Solid hold out of him. Is there pace behind this? I mean, it's possible, sure, but the standard incendiary should buy time.
Looks like a contact.
Yeah, so they'll respect the incendiary. A smoke onto... his reaction of the nade, the smoke. It seems like good util, and it's worked wonders for Valder. Oh, he can't believe his luck. No plants today. Not in Valder's sight. Nico flashed into mid, and it's already good for at least one. Trying to evade the follow-up, and there's nothing that AK can do. Poison trying his luck, and Nico will get a second for his troubles. Valder laughs it off as well. OG have just catapulted themselves into prime and pole position to finish Mirage off with the W.
The fact that they haven't got any kills, the fact they haven't got that bomb down, real problems now for Complexity. Blame would have to have a miracle round here, and he started it with a dink and a kill. Nico's not aware of this. Not at all, so...
All right, Blame starting to get his thinking cap on now.
It's just the bomb's so far away, right? Like,
yeah,
they can fortify this. That's probably why Nico's wondering, why the hell is he even there, right? Why isn't he working on picking up this bomb? A little bit of leg.
Pushing for him. He wants Alexi B. Not a bad attempt, a real fair go of it. A good shake of the stick from Blame. Mantu, previously very threatening on this A-ramp hold, and again, him and Flames just having no issues. Damn, snaps onto Poison as they walk through the smoke, and, well,
pack her up.
It's a little late. Blame loud about it on the dismount, will be hunted down and isolated by Valder, and yeah, stick a fork in this one, it's done. OG convert their map pick.
That's a nice, solid win to open things up. And that, for me, was a huge win just because Nuke is up next, a map in which OG is not exactly the most proficient in the world on, a map they're not exactly the most comfortable on. In fact, they've played it 3 times in the last 3 months. They've lost all 3. So if you want to avoid getting 2-0 by Complexity going into a map like that, not saying that it's a guaranteed win, but having the cushion of Mirage is a very comfortable feeling at the moment. Good stuff on the CT side. I actually think this win for OG, especially in the second half, if you isolate that half, was much more comfortable than it seemed. I think Complexity got the benefit of winning a few of those low eco buys, but outside of that, it felt pretty comfortable to me for OG. Now, the first half was really, really interesting from OG and how they decided to play it on their own T side. That was like a B bomb site simulator.
And then some aggression into the ramp, and the CTs, they want to actively fight this, and it's a real brawl. Good golly. Valder's done nothing with it.
The Julies.
And from behind, Blame is waiting for this. I assume Nico will... Oh, he looked away a second too soon. And that's great from NATO. Finish it off with a full 3-piece. Top pop. Into a second round. It's brave, and Blame is very brave with his AK. Hiding in plain sight was Valder. And Nico's Deek's not got anything to report. It was Flames from Heaven that's got something done. But they're into the site now, 4 bodies. Attack very low now after 2 bullets into his thigh. He'll be on notice in that hut push. Let's pull the smoke out of them early. That was the bomb that's only just been retrieved. And NATO, careful, because he's lost it. Not going to be easy one to crack. I mean, it's up against these AKs especially, and Crossfire is there. Attack's done very well to beat a distraction with his low HP, and Mantu just running out of options. JKS will snatch him away, as well as a little cheeky pistol upgrade as well.
And our attention back here, and, well, Blame's attention. It's been perked towards top hut. JKS going to deal with Alexi B, and in towards the top side they go again. Sinners, they made short work of the CT side of OG, especially the top side. Volda and Nico exploited throughout. 15 Mirages in a row. Could be extended to 16 Mirages in a row tonight for Fours if they win this one. And they will have gone undefeated on Mirage in the group. We go on top again, are we? JKS likes a little bit of a vent drop here, but he's going to get flashed through the smoke. Out he goes and even finds the entry.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Alexi saw a little flash of leg and he hears them descend the vent. So this is a very quick decision. Flames, oh, he can ruin their day. NATO so lucky to be alive. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do much, but he does. A topspin Pokeball and great use of their Molotovs is denied anyway.
90, 100.
Yeah.
Jason Moses O'Toole, 100% of the time it works.
But flashing out like that squeaky smoke flash, they're sitting and resting in that smoke, a bit of an off angle for the CTs that are expecting you to either be, you know, tucked in on CT vent or still in squeak. But it works nicely, gets him the opening frag, but then you still dip down the vents.
Oh, that was a deep molly, and that was an easy kill for JKS. He's got 2 entry kills in 2 rounds in a row right here, right now. And
oh, this is aggressive out of Mantu, very aggressive. Ahead of the flash, stands and delivers one. Now down, oh, but burned. Nico's molly spreads and finishes off the work his bullets started. NATO into the site, only good for the one. It's
good
poison.
Trading.
We know is the ramp player. Heaven's the most likely of the two, but he's managed to already drop down into the site. It doesn't last long.
Him. Don't do it.
See, flirting with some aggression, and he has completely booked Flame. Oh, but Alexi's playing with fire as he tries to get away. Of a spot of bother. He was spotted and tagged up heavy, but he's gotten away with the retrieval at least. So if they do go down to the lower site, Mantu will get tested, and he's done very well to take at least his frag. So he's there in time to at least voice concern. Now, Alexi ready to respond. Flames is as well, but the frags are working in favor in those AK-47s. Alexi saved AK, not going to be able to do much here. And with him gone, it's only Valda. A little CZ in a dream, but he's managed to find himself a weapon. Cost him a great deal, and I think he's more interested in keeping hold of that.
They knew exactly where they were going. A good 30 to 40 seconds here. Mollies are coming.
Oh, all right, this is going to be all a fake or a change of plans as they run towards Flames' location. This is his first real test. A chance to have some heavy impact, and he's kept very honest. Alexi does deal with Flames' late yard. Mantu's in a prime position, very set for success onto Poison. They're catching on the walk up, and Mantu tags up NATO, finished now by Nico. It all falls apart for the boys of Complexity. ESLCS just the last remaining.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wants to do some damage.
Magnificent. Really just slots into this squad and oof. Oh, Valda just caught him on the elbow. Mantu another. Oh, it's falling apart for Complexity's yard hold here. They're running out of nades as well. They're just going to dry peek in. Bomb delivery service to Mantu. And we speak his name, he does deliver. Mantu recovers after the opening frag. And we get a simple round. Nothing to get too stressed about. We can all relax. Breathe in through the nose.
And out through the mouth.
And out through the mouth.
Counter-Strike is a game of patience, breathing. Do some damage back, and we've seen this move a couple of times here.
Yeah, it's good timing on it, but Poison's so ready. The spread is there, and it was supposed to finish the job Flames started, but...
That would solve a lot of their problems here, and well, clearing out Hell, Nico can be the difference maker. This fight against Blame could be absolutely everything. About to step on in, Blame spots him and will not convert. Nico gets the kill, and Alexi...
Alexi's got such a great timing on this.
10-4.
They're not even looking. Backs are turned. S-Attack does return fire, but at great cost. Alexi took a chunk out of him, and now Nico continuing to lay down good shots straight through the wall. He'll take down a third. Solid test of the top side hold here. Nico the Dane stands strong, and NATO Safik straps in for a 1v3.
Start the 40-second timer. He's got that bomb down, but there he is. Oh!
Had the info on Mantu, I was about to say, and try and finish that sentence before Mantu with a very quick bolt as he returns the second shot.
It's a smoke ritual, they call this one.
Yes, it's a smoke ritual in pursuit of affluence and peace of mind. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They've all walked past him. Alexi gets another go at the trigger discipline flank. And ooh,
oh, but Volder paid the price.
he certainly did. Alexi a little late on the report, but he's filed it.
Well, okay, now we're getting some steam. Oh, it was indicative of that. This is quite the surge.
This is very aggressive from Mantu, yeah, walking on up. And he's going to have the confirmation. He knows this is a good time for the peek. And first victim found, trying to escape himself with the smoke. At least give him something to peek and play around. Valda tries to bail his teammate out of trouble, costs him his life. Mantu surely dead. But he's actually snatched another frag. How is he still alive? Finally, they'll finish him off. JKS tapping away through the smoke, but doesn't quite pull it across the line. I can't quite believe.
Well, top rush.
I love it. Valda probably does. You'd think, especially with Nico above to support him nicely. Yeah,
this has been great.
What a turnaround from 6-0.
In a row.
Yeah.
Bit of a shellacking now.
What is that, young man? What are you up to? This is a serious round of Counter-Strike. And Mantu, ready.
He's farming.
And farming,
oh, he's
indeed.
Just farming.
ESLCS will finally bring him down, but he's already taken a big bite out of the complexity attack. 2 bodies dropped. Alexi lingers. ESLCS very, very quick. Yeah, maybe just an accidental misfire. He doesn't want to waste his funds, and down he goes with nothing to show for it. So this actually could have ramifications. So the OG streak could be falling flat. JKS behind enemy lines now, and Valda's the next to be hunted down. NATO to swing. Good find from JKS, and Flames were heavily loud about this. Flames, you naughty boy. That is, I mean, he's just got such an understanding. Oh, and he peeks on the flash.
What's he doing?
ESLCS been finding a lot of space for his squad recently, and he's actually caught up in the fragging department as well, so looking to win out the half a cold with a man advantage. JKS is going to be legged. And a good setup again from OG. They've managed to claw it straight back. This is the flank. We've been waiting for it. Mantu's not considered it. And so now pulled straight back with 50 seconds, the bomb being tapped. Gets it down, extends play. Valda late on the vents, as you were previously discussing. Blame's surely aware of this, or not. He'll have to trade now. Valda slipped the net. And Blame, oh, Blame's patience could be rewarded. NATO's got to live. He's living in a lot of uncertainty right now. NATO just survived, because double from Blame, and that will be complexity. Winning out their T-Nuke half. There'll be a very loud descent. I think Poison's going to be communicating that they need to hurry up and get down that ramp quick, because, wow, they're going to get this bomb down. Just as I say that, Blame laying down at least one. Safe plant. Ready to snipe him with his pistol, and door swings open. A good find from ESLCS, and advancing now. Suddenly, a flurry of frags does favor them. They need to be defusing pretty soon. And it looks like they've successfully taken this. Alexi to play denial. JKS has to hit this. Oi, oi, oi. Couple of seconds in it. He got a couple of pot shots. Had it found the head, that would have been it.
So here we have an OG Force Buy, or a Force Bizzle, as they will now be known. Starting to sizzle a bit right there. Alexi beyond to JKS, so working with a lot of room here. NATO under pressure, being tested. Poison wants to help out his friend, but he's too little too late. Yeah,
Alexi positioning and rewarded there, and the smoke arrives just in the nick of time. Like, OG have made this so daunting. ESLCS, oh, a real destabilizing play. Blame loses vision, he loses life as well. Mantu set up for success. It's too good.
Poison should be saving here. Don't want to give up this M4, and he goes down.
They got him equipped with the AK-47, and they are charging him for a bit of a top pop here, so JKS is kept very silent.
Being able to find room, I think he's surprised that nobody's spotted him just yet. No, almost converts onto Nico. Poison's going to try his luck up the ladder.
Makes a lot of sense to be putting NATO as a stand-in into that ramp plug-and-play position, just in the sense that...
Head towards main. They are just going to stall out and hope for a CT reaction. ESLCS making them think someone's top heart, and bounding around the corner. Alexi, look at him go. Like a gazelle. A beautiful little leap there. Okay, but you think they're probably the same animal?
Mind as well for Springbok.
Yeah, so they're...
Here they come, ESLCS is in prime position to strike, and that molly was just a bit too late. ESLCS finished off though, and it does fall to NATO and Poison from behind. NATO strikes, and it's going to be about very timings-based. Flames considering his descent. Alexi spotted out. Big conversion from NATO. Oh, pushing in aggressive and too many different levels there. Quite like the aggressive push. He was hoping he'd isolate at least one, but they came as a pair.
A big punch in the guts is, Poison. I think he's the one throwing out the punches right here. Complexity get an opener, and this is an important round for them to stabilize on the CT side. What is happening?
10 seconds, boys. Maybe we should go lower. Maybe. NATO has a little look. This is the same angle he's always been held, this time smoked off, so they'll try and contest it. OG have managed to get that bomb down.
So many nades, mollies, smokes, flashes, everything they need.
Right.
How did Complexity get into this now?
They can just dump their util one after another. Everything you consider instantly pops a smoke, an incendiary on the other side. What a recovery in a 4v5. It's so odd. Here they come. Finally, Complexity get a bit of room to maneuver, and it's just going to fall apart. Here they're going to lose everything. Great angles held. Alexi to line it up too. Oh, dear. Complexity.
And they did, and they got away with absolute murder. Look at this, down to pistols, Mantu being pushed. How many quick scopes is he going to get away with here? Flames bails him out, Mantu gets another. It's getting dicey now.
Bloody hell, yeah, Blame. Has he got all three there? OG don't seem too concerned other than the round conversion, and yeah, they make a lot out of that eco, but that eco was a product of an incredible turnaround from OG, so call it 12.
Leicester, remember?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, pace change.
Very quick, straight out of the gate, and already S-Attack down. Oh dear, JKS, he was unloading his mag onto someone else, but he only goes 1-for-1 in the end.
Flames towards lobby, maybe it's Nico who'll find them first. There's going to be two players here, NATO's profited.
Oh, and they want to clear him out, but there's two to find, and Flames tested out onto NATO. I think he's aware of the other as well, so Valda's got an awful lot to worry about if Flames didn't find that. All good in the hood, make it 13, and that was such a lovely little mix-up from OG.
They are being pushed. They are being trifled with.
Wow, Poison's done a very, very well with his USP there, and a Deagle bullet has connected. Shouldn't be too much to get too concerned about. Mantu's done well to catch S-Attack.
It just feels like this game here is for all the marbles.
He's pulling out the AUG into the game. 3 scope rifles. Alexi B's got a lovely little safe haven above the flames, and he will get traded down. But yeah, moves is exactly the word you should be using.
Pressure will be on JKS here. NATO should be smoked on Molotov'd off.
Oh, he messed the jump up. It cost him his life. NATO does collect test of JKS that will determine this round whether or not we will play on. Valda does tame his spray, and he's caught both of the lower defenders. NATO took one with him. So, bomb planted. That door is open, and it just should enable Poison to pull the trigger, as he has, onto Valda. Flames just a bit too close to the line to have a fair fight onto Blame, and Colsay play on.
From at least the squeaky presence.
You make a sound there?
Maybe
he
not.
did, yeah. Oh, bullied. Great find from Alexi, and he's cost him nothing. Finds the opening frag. Blame lingers in the vents for a potential to catch Alexi if he does attempt any funny business. He does seem to love this angle. I wonder if they've got any util to catch him. Now, they walk completely across. Alexi's drawn a lot of fire. Blame's aware of what his game may be, and one ahead of the pack is Nico. That's great. He denies so much power from Blame by pushing on the flame.
Hard retake now. The bomb's going to get planted here, and there's a 3-on-4. Valda knows where you are, drops a molly. They pursue, and Valda executes 2-on-4 now, and it's looking good for 15. Didn't have the greatest of showings over there in the Cologne play-ins. Here's JKS for an exit. Nice easy one for him, but they're bouncing back out of this tournament break with style.
Nico's waiting for Blame to walk.
Oh, that could seal it.
And that could definitely be the beginning of the end. Poison has a chance for some influence. And he's already collected on the opportunity. Bomb still planted regardless.
Oh, and they're quick here for this retake.
They are. If that door swings open, Valda heard him come in, but Poison's far too good. Okay, Cole. Looking to extend play here, and there's definitely a world where this goes awry for Mantu and Nico. Info now, though, for that T-Orb, and a rare miss. There's a lot of util on Nico's belt. If he could somehow get a Molotov on that bomb, they'd have no way to extinguish it. They are on the defuse, they're on it. Nico's not going to call the bluff quick enough. And they do see another round on the board for Complexity.
Ramp appears to be the place they want to land. NATO boosted up the MP9. He has to stand tall with at least one here.
Tries to find at least that first, and he's done very well for a second head. Flame's gone 2, and well, Complexity, once again, a viable avenue into a 13th. Yeah, they'll be trying to isolate Valda, but the attention drawn ramp, this should be an opportunity once the first fight is taken for STAG to swing over these double doors. Here he comes, he's into the site, doesn't clear his corners. Valda strikes, they've even got a molly.
That might be it.
It should be it. I don't think they've got a chance.
Time.
There's no
They're
smoke.
so slow on this.
Yeah, this is over.
Call it done.
OG, top of Group B, it's confirmed. Style points for Mantu, 33 for him individually.
That's a very nice win, including, by the way, a recovery in the first half from down 0-6, and then also a second half in which they didn't let Complexity string 2 rounds together the entire time. Complexity only won 4 CT rounds, all 4 of them defuses. OG was finding their way into bomb sites. On the CT side, they were challenging outside, shutting down anything that Complexity had going on. They recovered very nicely in this game from what looked like it was going to be an obvious third map for the first 6-7 rounds.
What's up, dude? Congratulations.
Hi guys, how you doing? It felt like we won a final just now. It's just the group stage right now. So
yeah.
Last map, I think everyone was shouting, screaming what to do, and Alexi yet again had to tell us to shut up and let him talk. But yeah, we just played as a team. We won a lot of crucial clutches in all of the games, all of the matches in the group stage. So I think those were the key things that really helped us win in the group stage. I feel like Sinners, obviously Complexity was hard as well. Like we were trying to abuse Nato Safix on B, but he was obviously doing a good job like defending his sides as well. Pissed around, right rounds, whatever. Sinners played obviously Oscar played amazing games as well. I feel like the teams which I thought would give us like the hardest challenge, like G2 and Virtus Pro, those were the easiest ones.
Let's talk about tomorrow's schedule. That's what we're looking at. Big versus Evil. Geniuses North America trying to make a comeback. And maybe it starts to happen. We look at Big EG. We got Na'Vi and Fnatic thereafter. A lot of question marks around that Fnatic lineup. Of course, with Alex and Mezzi coming in.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Take a much different look. So that'll be a whole thing with Fnatic. And then we're going to round the day out with FaZe versus Mouse. So a little bit of Kerrigan versus his Mouse friend. That it is over for us here on the main stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Group C of ESL Pro League Season 14 kicking off tomorrow. You ain't got nothing better to do, so get your ass there.